Still on vector analysis, vector calculus. In this video, we are going to talk about line integrals. Line integrals. If a scalar field V exists for all points on a curve C, the line integral of V along the curve C from point A to point B is equal to this, V dr. Also, if a vector field F exists for all points on a curve C, the line integral of F along the curve from point A to point B is equal to this, F dot dr. So this is it for line integral of a scalar field V and of a vector field F. The first question here says, if V equal to x cubed y plus 2xy squared plus yz, of course, this is a scalar function. We have to evaluate the line integral of V between these 2 points A and B along the curve with parametric equations x equal to 2t, y equal to t squared, and z equal to minus 3t cubed. For line integral of a scalar field, we have this, V dr. So what is V and what is dr? V is this, x cubed y plus 2xy squared plus yz. The parametric equations of the curve are this, and this, where t is the parameter. Let us express V in terms of t. So V is equal to, x is 2t, so I'll be having 2t to the power of 3 here, into y, and y is t squared, plus 2 into, what is x? 2t. What is y? Y is t squared. Yeah, I will square it because of this squared. Plus y is t squared. Z is what? Minus 3t cubed. Okay, that's t squared into minus 3t cubed. So V is equal to, this is 8t cubed, alright? 2 to the power 3 is 8. T cubed times t squared is t to the power 5. 2 times 2 is 4. This is t times t to the power 4. This is t to the power 4 because 2 times 2 is 4. And that will give us 4t to the power 5. Minus 3t cubed times t squared. That is minus 3t to the power 5. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 minus 3 is 9. So we are having 9t to the power of 5. This is our V in terms of t. So what now is the arrow? Okay. The arrow itself is this, I dx plus j dy plus k dz. This is the arrow. So the next question is, what is the x, what is the y, and what is the z? Okay, look at the parametric equations. X equal to 2t. If I differentiate x with respect to t here, that's the x dt, I'll be having what? 2. And this implies that the x is equal to 2 dt if I cross multiply. So from here, the s is 2 dt. We have y equal to t squared. So dy will be equal to what? 2t dt. Differentiate t squared with respect to t. You have 2t. Z is what? Minus 3t cubed. So dz is minus 9t squared dt. Therefore, the arrow is I into, what is dx? 2 dt. 2 dt plus j into, what is dy? 2t dt. 2t dt. And what is dz? Minus 9t squared dt. So this is the arrow. So for this point A and B, point A is 0, 0, 0. Okay, point B is 2, 1, minus 3. So what is the corresponding value of t for both point A and point B? Now, this 0 is for x, this is for y, and this is for z. Let's see what t is for these values. Put 0 here, 0 equal to 2t. And this implies that t is equal to what? 0. Divide both sides by 2, t is 0. Put 0 for y. If you make t the subject of the formula, t is also equal to 0. Put 0 here for z, minus 3t cubed. T is also equal to 0. So what we are saying now is that for this point, the corresponding value of t is what? 0. So what is it for this point? B. Put 2 for x. It means that t is equal to 1 if you divide both sides by 2 to make t the subject of the formula. Put 1 for y. If you take the square root of both sides, t is equal to 1. Put minus 3 for z. Minus 3 cancel minus 3, we have 1 left here. And take the cube root of both sides, we are going to obtain t equal to 1. So 1, 1, 1. What does this imply? That this point corresponds to t equal to 1. So we are going to integrate from 0 to 1. Alright, so this is it. What now is the line integral? The line integral of v, the arrow, is the integral from 0 to 1 of what is v? V is 9t to the power of 5. 9t to the power of 5 into, what is the arrow? This is the arrow. That's, let me write it this way. I into 2 dt plus j into 2t dt plus, okay, that will be, this will be minus k into 9t squared dt. Let's proceed. So we have the integral from 0 to 1. Okay, let me open a big bracket. This multiply this, we have, let me bring the I outside. 18t to the power of 5 dt. This multiplies this, we have, let me bring the j out. That will be 18t to the power of 6, right? 2 times 9, 18. This times this, t to the power of 6 dt. This multiplied this, we have minus k into 81 t to the power of 7. Are you there? This is 5, 2, that's 7 dt. So let's integrate this. So we have the integral from 0 to 1 of this first one. The I can come out. We have 18t to the power of 5 dt plus the integral from 0 to 1. Okay, the j will come out. We have 18t to the power of 6 dt. The minus k will come out. We have the integral from 0 to 1 of 81t to the power of 7 dt. We have I into the integral of this, that will be 18t to the power of 6 all over 6 from 0 to 1. We have j into, integrate this, we transfer to t, that will be 18t to the power of 7 over 7 from 0 to 1 minus k. Alright, we have 81t to the power of 8 all over 8 from 0 to 1. So we have I. 18 over 6 is 3. Okay, so this is 3. 3i can come out. 18 over 6 is 3. 3 is a constant, so 3 can come outside. We have 3i. Then plug in 1 for t. That will be 1 raised to the power 6 minus, plug in 0 for t. That's 0. Plus 18 over 7 is a constant, so it can come out. We have 18 over 7j. Then plug in 1 for t, that's 1 raised to power 7 minus, plug in 0 for t, that's 0. We have minus k, alright. 81 over 8 can come out, is a constant. We have minus 81 all over 8 into k. Plug in 1, we have 1. Plug in 0, we have 0. So this is simple. 1 minus 0, 1, 1 minus 0, 1, 1 minus 0, 1. So we have 3i plus 18 over 7j minus 81k upon 8. And this gives the line integral of v along the curve. Most parametric equations are these, from this point to this point. Alright, let us determine the line integral of this vector field along the curve with parametric equations, this, and this, between these 2 points. Okay, so we said that for line integral of a vector field f, okay, it is this. The integral of f dot the arrow. Now, what is f and what is the arrow? F is this, f squared y cubed I plus yz squared j plus zx squared k. So let's write f in terms of u, since the parametric equations are in terms of u. U is the parameter. So x is what? 3u squared. 3u squared. I'll square it. What is y? Y is u. I'll take it to the power of 3 times I. Y is what? U. Z is what? 2u cubed. 2u cubed. I'll square it times j. What is z? 2u cubed. What is x? 3u squared. 3u squared. I'll square it because of the square times k. So f is this. Okay. This is u cubed. This is u to the power of 4. Alright, that's u to the power of 7 times 3. Okay, this is times 9. 3 squared is 9. So we have 9u to the power of 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. This is u. 3 times 2 is 6. So 6 plus 1, that's 7. Okay, this is 3 squared, that's 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Alright. U 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. That's u to the power of 7k. So this is the vector f. Now, what is the arrow? The arrow is I dx plus j dy plus k dz. So what is the x? What is the y? What is the z? X is 3u squared. So the x is equal to 6u du. Y is u. That means the y is what? The u. Differentiate u with respect to u, that's 1 du. Z is what? 2u cubed. 2u cubed. So the z is 6u squared du. Differentiate 2u cubed with respect to u, that's 6u squared. So the arrow is now equal to I into, what's dx? 6u du. 6u du. What's dy? Du. And what's the z? The z is 6u squared du. 6u squared du. These are the arrow. Now, for these 2 points A and B, 3 minus 1 minus 2. 3, 1, 2. Let's see something. Just watch. This is for x, this is for y, this is for z. So let's put 3 here. 3 is equal to 3u squared. Okay, this implies that u is equal to, okay, let's see something. Divide both sides by 3, 1 is equal to u squared. If I take the square root of both sides, it implies that u is equal to plus or minus 1. Yes. Now, for y equal to minus 1 is equal to u. Just watch what I'm doing. This is u for this point, s equal to 3. This is u for y equal to minus 1. Now, check for z. Put minus 2 here. Minus 2 is equal to 2 into u cubed. Divide both sides by 2. Minus 1 equal to u cubed. The cube root of minus 1 from here is minus 1. This implies that u is equal to minus 1. So u must be minus 1. Here I'm going to take minus 1. That is to say, this point corresponds to u equal to minus 1. For this point, plug in 3 here. 3 equal to 3u squared. This means that u equal to plus or minus 1. Okay. For here we have plug in 1 here. 1 equal to u. Okay. Plug in 2 here. It means that u equal to 1 also. So 1, 1, 1, u must be plus 1. Alright, u must be plus 1. So u is equal to 1 here. That means the integration is from minus 1 to 1. Let's determine the line integral now. So the line integral f dot the arrow is this. The integral from minus 1 to 1. What is f? F is this. 9u to the 7i plus 4u to the 7j plus 18u to the 7k dot, what is the arrow? The arrow is this. Okay, let me say 6ui. Okay, let me say 6u du into I. Alright, let me put it in a bracket, in a bigger bracket. Okay, plus, let me say du into j. I hope you get what I'm doing. They are the same thing. And this is plus 6u squared du into k. So this is actually dot product. Okay, this is dot product. So let's evaluate the dot product of these two vectors. Remember how dot product is performed? The integral from minus 1 to 1 of this. So let's multiply corresponding terms. 9 times 6, that's 54. U to the power of 7 times u is u to the power of 8 du. J. So 4u to the power of 7 times du, that's 4u7 du. K. 18u to the power of 7 times 6u squared du, that's 108u to the power of 9 du. I have a video for scalar product or dot product of vectors, so you can watch to understand in details how to perform scalar products of vectors. So let's integrate the vector function we have. The integral from minus 1 to 1, 54u8 du, plus the integral from minus 1 to 1, 4u7 du, plus the integral from minus 1 to 1, 108u to the power of 9 du. Alright, so we have, let's integrate this with respect to u. That will be 54 u to the power of 9 over 9 from minus 1 to 1. By the rule of integration, you add 1 to the power and divide by that power, that result. Plus, integrate this, we have 4u to the power of 8 all over 8 from minus 1 to 1. And this we have 108 u to the power of 10 all over 10 from minus 1 to 1. 54 over 9 is 6. So if 6 comes out, we have, plug in the upper limit, that's 1 raised to the power 9, which is 1. Plug in minus 1 for u. That's minus 1 raised to the power 9. Plus 4 over 8 is 1 over 2. Bring it out. Plug in the upper limit for you. That's 1 raised to the power 8. Minus plug in the lower limit. Minus 1 raised to the power 8. Plus 108 over 10 is a constant. Plug in 1 for you. That's 1 to the power of 10. Minus plug in minus 1. Minus 1 raised to the power 10. And what would this be? This is 1. Minus 1 raised to the power 9 is still minus 1. So minus minus is a plus. We have plus 1. 1 raised to the power 8 is 1. Minus 1 raised to the power 8 is 1. Positive 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. This is 0. So everything here is 0. This is 1. That's 1 to the power of 10. Positive 1. Minus 1 to the power of 10 is still positive 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. This is still 0. So we have 108 over 10 into 0. So they will cancel out. 6, this is 2. So 6 times 2 is what? 12. This is the line integral. 12 is the result, the line integral. Okay, so this is it for... So this is how to determine line integral of a scalar field and of a vector field along a curve. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like this video and share the video to your friends and to your classmates.